All right, hello and welcome to episode 3 of Coffee with SamPaul, and we have a very special guest with us today who is a star of the Fringe this year in Adelaide. Sam, how are you going, Sam? Or
Very
Sam,
well.
Or do you prefer Samantha?
No, Sam.
Sam?
Yep.
Cool. And you've got a show called Sam's Intimate World.
Yes.
Yes, okay. So I've done a little research to try and kind of get a bit of a gauge of what to expect, but all I could find is that it's about being 50 and single, but that sounds in itself pretty exciting.
Well, it is exciting, terrifying.
That's dating in general, isn't it?
Yes, but I think when I became single at 50, I thought my life was over.
Can I just say, you don't actually even look like you're at 50 yet.
Oh, thank you.
So, I'm glad you pointed out in the show because I wouldn't have realised.
Yes, and my show is it's 18 plus.
Yes, I did hear
It's
that.
very risque, very naughty, and I hope to inspire lots of people and give a lot of hints.
There's hints involved.
Yes,
I've definitely
a lot of tips.
I'm definitely coming to watch because I could use all the help I can.
Yeah, lots of tips.
Being a happily single young man at the moment, I could definitely use some tips. So not quite at 50 yet, but I'm pretty close. So
yes.
Definitely take any advice I can get from you.
Definitely.
So you basically found yourself 50 and single, and you delved into the dating pool, as it were?
Well, I didn't delve into it. I was accidentally thrown into it. And then I continued this journey. Yep. And it's just gone haywire.
Oh, wow.
So I thought I'd share it with as many people as I can.
Why not? Why not? I mean, like, this society we live in these days is all about sharing and putting things out there that maybe we would have kept to ourselves in the past. But
totally different from 20 years ago.
I was going to say, so was it roughly 20 years ago when you last dated?
20 years ago.
Wow, so things have changed, haven't they?
Definitely, yes.
So did you go internet dating apps and things like that, like we all seem to do?
I'm not going to give away a lot, but yes, fair. There are some dating apps involved, but not everything.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because there seems to be quite a lot of them out there now.
Yes,
and, some, depending on what you're looking for, have varying different levels of success. So I'm not going to mention names because I don't really want to plug them up. They're like a necessary evil. You know,
yes, I agree with you, but then also they can be a little bit good in some ways, but then... Yes.
But I guess we need to watch the show to find out how that comes to be.
Yes.
Can you maybe share with us one of your biggest dating disasters? Because that's always good fun.
That'll be in the show, but there's many. But I just think I want to say to all the single ladies out there trying to find an online date, maybe you should turn around and say you've got a pressure cleaner, because all the men like women with tools. So yes. That's one of my tips. Okay. When you do your profile pic, say I've got a pressure cleaner.
Yeah, right. So should there be a photo with the pressure cleaner?
Maybe not. Yes.
Maybe
yes.
Well, you're really saying quite tight-lipped about the show.
Yes.
So, were you doing comedy before this?
So the reason I fell into this is I've always been, out with my friends and making everyone laugh. Yep. But instead of having a divorce party. Yep. I had a comedy show. So I invited 50 of my closest friends. Wow. Just for a night of entertainment, and then it's just gone gangbusters.
You know, I really love that.
Yeah. So I've done 2 shows. Yep. So then now I've decided to enter, the Fringe and see how that goes.
Why not? Why want to go straight to the top?
Exactly.
I mean, let's be honest here. I mean, the Fringe is probably the A-list of entertainment in Adelaide.
Exactly.
The best time of year.
Yeah.
So why not just shoot to the top? So,
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So I start this Thursday, 23rd. Yep. And my show runs on Thursdays and Saturday nights, and I run right through until the 19th of March.
19th of March, yep. Cool.
Yeah,
we will put those dates at the end of the show.
And it's at Jack and Jill's.
I was going to ask
in Perry Street.
And that's where you've done your shows too, is that
right?
Yep.
Yes. I've done one show there, and he was kind enough to say, if you want to do your Fringe run here.
Wow.
So he's welcomed me with his open arms, and it's just been a fantastic venue.
Wow, so it sounds like people are really embracing what you're doing there.
Well, I hope so.
Well, so far so good. I mean, the venue's happy with you. I mean, obviously your friends enjoyed it.
Yes.
And so just to be clear, you had no actual history of being a comedian prior to this?
No.
You're just a really funny person?
Yep. So then everyone just sort of went, you know what, you're fantastic, and I thought, well, I'll give it a go.
Oh, okay, maybe I should give it a go, because I always seem to make people laugh, usually at my own detriment.
Exactly. Yeah, if you can't make fun of yourselves, then there's something wrong.
Well, that's true. That's true. And so what do you do like as a day job? Is there any inspiration that you take from your day job, or?
Not really. I am a stay-at-home mum to a teenage boy.
Yep.
I have some real estate.
Yep.
So I just look after that, and yeah, so I'm pretty free and easy at times.
Free and easy.
Yes.
Yeah, that does definitely conjures up some images in particular to the dating sort of scenario.
Yes.
So, and what about post-Fringe? Yeah, that's right, post-Fringe. Like, have you got plans to take this maybe national?
Well, I'm hoping that, you know, I don't know. I'll just have to wait and see. And if it goes really well, then I might as well shoot for the stars.
Actually, as a producer, I can tell you, keep watching the television. You'll be seeing her on your screens very soon.
Thank you very much, Mr. Producer.
Yes.
It's always good to get another perspective, and I like I like that he's got plans.
Yes.
I like that there's plans.
Big plans. Yes.
Big plans. Yeah. Wow. Okay. I'm kind of really struggling here because you're not giving me much at all.
Well, then I don't want to give away my show.
Well, no, that's right. That's right. Is there anything to do with the topic of dating in your 50s that you can share that's not in the show, maybe? Maybe dating.
Okay, I'll give you one little example.
Yep.
With everyone that's online dating,
Yep.
always make sure you speak to them on the phone before you meet up for a date.
Okay.
Yes, there was one incident when I went for a coffee to meet this gentleman. I walked in, he was just like his photo, and I'm thinking, yes, this is great. But he had a voice like a little munchkin.
Oh, my gosh.
So that was just like going, So I always advise everyone to actually talk on the phone instead of texting and meeting up. So that's just a good hint.
That is a very good hint.
And for men as well.
And from my experience, I'd agree with you there. Definitely. So, I've had some absolute shocker of sort of dating experiences with the online dating. I actually had a girl that I was chatting to. We spoke on the phone as well, so we followed your steps.
Okay.
She's seen photos. She saw me in person, said my photos look just like me, so I didn't think there was any issue there. And then half an hour after we caught up for the first time, she texted me and said, I don't want to see you again.
Oh.
Just completely dropped me like that. And I still to this day don't actually know what it was that
don't worry about it. Always happens, to get the confidence back up and get on out there.
Yeah, oh well, I mean, confidence is definitely not too much of a drama.
And they say that you should have 2 to 3 dates a week.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
2 to 3 dates a week.
Yeah.
I have a friend that will probably concur with that. He actually has online dating down to a T. He understands the algorithms.
Yep.
He understands what seems to work and what doesn't. Like, he has this belief that basically when you start chatting online, you should swap numbers within a couple of days and arrange a meet within about a week. And he said if you don't meet within a week,
exactly,
he said, move on.
Yeah.
And what else did he tell me? He said, don't swipe everyone.
No.
Because I know a lot of guys out there, they're like, right.
Yeah.
You know, apparently that messes the algorithm, because then it starts to kind of, you're swiping, say, 50 and only maybe matching with one, and it pushes you down and down and down.
I know, yeah.
And apparently it helps to be good looking.
Yes.
Which is probably
You'll be fine. Yeah, just keep going. Yeah, hopefully we won't match on one day. We're having a coffy now.
Well, true.
Yeah.
So we're already on.
So this could be our coffee date.
This is date one.
Yeah.
Actually, I have to ask you. This is something that's been on my mind ever since online dating became a thing.
Yes.
So I had a conversation with someone that I'd met online recently, and I said to her, look, does this first meet, does this count as date one, or is this the meet and then we go on the date?
I would count it as a coffee. That would be your first encounter.
Yep.
And then if you're very lucky, encounter. And then if you're very lucky to go on a first date.
Yep.
And I suggest that as a man, it would be lovely if you said to them, I want to take you out for dinner.
Yep.
And you take that for dinner. I suggest don't ever go to dinner the first date, because in case you walk in and you're stuck there for 2.5 hours, it's the worst thing ever.
I've been told that.
So always meet for coffee or a drink.
Yep.
Because everyone needs alcohol. So just have a drink on a Sunday afternoon or a Saturday afternoon or night or whatever. But sometimes you could squeeze a couple of little dates in on a date.
True.
Yeah.
I've actually had a situation where we went for a drink.
Yep.
Things went quite well, and so we actually ended up going off for dinner afterwards because we were both vibing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
and that didn't go well.
Well, we had one more date after that, and then it went to the shit.
Yeah.
The other thing that my mate said to me, and I'd love your opinion on this, is he said never ask for another date at the date.
No, never.
No? He said because he said to me, you're putting pressure on them for them to say yes in the moment.
Yes.
And I believe I have made that mistake in the past.
So always call them.
Yep.
When you go out for the first time, always pick up the phone and ring them.
Yep.
Because women hate texting.
Oh, okay.
And it is just a
Good
stupid
tip there,
communication. Yes. Every lady or woman or girl, they love having a phone call. Because it means more to them than a text message.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because it is very easy to send a text message, but phone calls take a
Today's
bit more
society
planning.
is absolutely slack.
You know, one thing I dislike about phone calls though is the fact that when I was growing up, we had phones at home.
Yep.
And if you went out, you weren't reachable.
Exactly.
You had an answer machine if you were, and you could call back when you want.
Yep.
Whereas now we've got phones in our pockets.
I know.
And it's almost like an expectation you answer it. If it rings, you answer it.
Yep.
I don't like that.
I don't. Every time I go out on a date, I always have my phone in my bag.
Yep.
Switch to silent.
Yep.
And I always pay that attention to that person.
That's very good advice. You know,
Yeah.
I actually I actually noticed one time I was walking down, I think it was at Connell Street in North Adelaide, and I was just on my own, just cruising along, going out, taking myself out for a single dinner.
Yeah.
A single date dinner, which I do a lot because I find it really fun. You know, I have a nice candlelit dinner by myself. But one thing I noticed, and this made me really, really sad, is that I saw about 3 couples in off the top of my head that I remember both sitting at a table
with their phones.
With their phones,
Yep.
and I couldn't believe it. And I was like, dude, like I would kill to have that girl with me having dinner right now.
And talking and not being on your phones.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Such a sad thing.
It is. And today's society is very sad. We don't go back to the basics of boy asks girl out.
Yeah.
Girl says yes, and you know, like no one turns up with flowers or you know,
that's
romance.
true.
All romance is dead. It's it's a whole new world.
It is. Actually, just on that, there has been this thing that I've heard of before where apparently on Valentine's Day, it's actually okay, like traditionally for the woman to ask a man out.
Yes, it is.
I
was too busy. I couldn't ask anyone out on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, no.
So
I had my son, so I couldn't really.
So you know what it's like to be.
He and I went on a date actually.
Yes.
We went down the beach. There's a thing called Dancing Room, and it's like a DJ on the beach, and we went down for that. So that was my date.
Yeah, I know, perfect.
So, but I tell you what, easily the best date I've ever had. He's just like, he was a perfect gentleman, and he was great company, great conversation, and we had a really good time.
Wonderful.
So, parents, take your kids out. It's a good way to have a good date.
Yes.
So, awesome. Just we'll go through again. So you're at the Jack and Jill's
in Perry Street.
In Perry Street, Adelaide, at the Adelaide Fringe, of course. Starting the 23rd of February.
Which is this Thursday.
This Thursday.
Yep.
Every Thursday and Saturday until the 19th of March.
Yes.
Which I won't
forget.
So
I've got 7 shows.
Because that's my mum's birthday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Rest in peace, Mum. But anyway.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So make sure you go along and check out Sam's Intimate World at the Adelaide Fringe 2023. And I expect big things. So stay tuned to her page. Do check her out on Facebook and Instagram, if all those places that she resides. Follow this woman. She is going to blow up the comedic world with her Sam's Intimate World show.
Wonderful.
Thank you very much for being a guest on Coffee with SamPaul. Thank you to Tell Henry for being the host of today's show.
Thank you.
Cheers.